It's another chance for justice. Today, investigators were out digging up graves in hopes of closing unsolved murder cases. They're exhuming bodies that no one claimed from the morgue.
It's part of a push by Detroit police to identify victims of murder. Well, today, they're targeting 24 bodies in cases that span more than a half a century. Rod Maloney was at the United Memorial Gardens Cemetery in Plymouth. And Rod, this is the second time police have done this.
Today's operation is much larger than the first one we saw back in May that was at the Knollwood Cemetery over in Canton Township. They're digging here today in what they believe to be the right spot after having trouble back in June in this very cemetery. This is the United Memorial Garden Cemetery, where Detroit police officers, assisted again by the Michigan State Police, the FBI, DNA experts, and Detroit and Superior Township firefighters, dug up graves. Paupers' graves. Last month they dug here, and because they were new owners, no one exactly knew where the paupers' graves were located. After speaking with prior employees today, they dug in the right spot. They're exhuming bodies of unidentified homicide victims, 13 here to be exact. They were buried over the years, murder cases dating back to 1959. The operation, called United, unknown names identified through exhumation and DNA. Sergeant Shannon Jones of Detroit Police Department Homicide led the dig.
It is larger because we are attempting to do more. We have a larger amount of victims that we're attempting to recover today. So we had to call in some extra members and extra professional assistants.
They have doctors and anthropologists on site examining injuries against reported trauma. One of the bodies they're looking for was an infant. So far, they've not identified anyone because bone DNA testing takes 6 to 8 months.
It's hard to work a homicide case when you don't have the name of your victim. So the goal today is to not only discover who the names of these victims are. I'm sure some of them are going to be people that are reported missing. They may be from here, they may be from another state.
This is day one of a 2-day dig. They'll be back again tomorrow. But in the meantime, they say it's going to take something like 6 to 8 months before they can get the results of the DNA testing. In Plymouth, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Right, Rod, and so far none of the 24 bodies have been identified. Detroit police are asking anyone who has a missing family member that could be buried to give them a call.